we bring three things when we come. First thing is we bring gratitude because we're so appreciative to have an opportunity, as I said, Brent and First Lady Catherine and myself, to have an opportunity to serve the people in North Dakota, because this is such an amazing state, and part of the reason it's amazing is that we come to a place like this, and if we hand the mic around like we did last night in Langdon or yesterday afternoon in Grafton, and I say, tell us, you know, your name and what you do, and then they might say, oh, I'm so-and-so on the city commission, what else you do? Well, I'm on this, and I'm on that, I'm on this, and I coach baseball, and I do that, and I'm on church board, and I do this, and I volunteer there. And by the time you get done, they've said like 5 to 7 things that they're doing. And then the next person does the same thing. And that's the same in any community in North Dakota, and I know it would be here, which is we've got a group of people that are highly engaged and highly involved and really care about our state and care about the community. The one thing I would start off at right at the top, since we're on the university campus, so the one thing that I would put out as a challenge when we've been going around and doing in these communities, if I haven't embarrassed people and asked for their IDs, but I said, you know, if I was to say everybody who's under age 35, please stand up. It's a pretty small number of groups at these meetings. So we do have a demographic challenge in North Dakota, which is the people that are engaged, that are driving community development, are of the generation that's been here our whole lives. And one of the things we have to do to be successful is engage younger people. So that's one of the things we'll talk a little bit about today. We did in New Rockford actually have elementary and high school students came to the meeting, so that was very fun. We just turned the mic over to them and got to hear from them about what they wanted to have in a community going forward. Today, let's talk about Mainstreet initiative and the 3 pillars very briefly. The first pillar is workforce development. We have at a minimum 13,000 jobs open in the state of North Dakota, and I say a minimum because our data is not completely clean in terms of it, but if you take a look at Monster, Career Builder, Indeed, LinkedIn, or Job Service, you're going to come up with numbers between 13 and 15,000 at a minimum, but in some of those, if somebody might have a nursing position open, it shows up as 1, but they might have 9 positions open. So that's a safe minimum that we've got about as many jobs open as there are people living in Jamestown. So I have been using Jamestown as an example because I've said if Brent and I and our administration, by the way, we got Jay Schuler, Director of Commerce here too, thanks for being here, Jay. If all we did in the next 4 years was help the private sector, the teachers and the hospitals fill those jobs, that'd be like adding a Jamestown to our economy. And actually more than that, because every time you fill a job, there's often trailing spouse and family members, and you might end up with 30,000 people if you fill 15,000 jobs. So that's job number 1. But here's the challenge we have. The challenge we have is that unemployment's super low in North Dakota, 1.7%. So this isn't about getting people, off the couch and back to work. We've got some of the lowest unemployment in the country. And it's not about just the easy thing of, hey, everyone's going to move here from someplace else, because even when the oil boom was taking off and people were moving here, that was in the context of just right after we had the housing crash and the Great Recession, and there was high unemployment all over the country, and so people that didn't have jobs said, I'll pick up and move. Now we've got low unemployment happening in lots of places in this country, and part of the reason why that's happening is demographics, the same demographics that are hitting us, which is that we've got an increasing number of baby boomers retiring, so there's a big population bubble that's leaving the workforce, and then we got millennials on the other end, which represent a smaller workforce, and then millennials have of which there's almost none here, so that we just talk about them because